disconnect or social services.
Nope. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Bell Allen Hensley here. And I've noticed a trend, if you will, with the liberal Democrats. The trend is simply this. Anytime you come at them with simple, and I do mean simple, facts and statistics and proof or receipts of what you're saying, they get loud, and I mean loud. Even by my standards, they get loud, and that's saying something because I grew up in the 80s. Listening to Motley Crue and Twisted Sister and Rat and Poison and Pantera, Slayer, all the good bands.
AC/DC.
You know, AC/DC, fucking Kiss.
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, a little bit of Iron Maiden, you're right, Scott. You know, a bunch of the good, loud bands. And so that's, by my standards, if I'm saying they're loud, that's saying something. And when that doesn't work, them shouting over you, them screaming at you, them calling you names, when that doesn't work, they revert to calling you a racist or a transphobe or a homophobe or a xenophobe or whatever. And when they run against someone like me, that doesn't work. So what do? They immediately start in with the character assassination, which is a suable and liable and criminal offense in most states. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Well, I'll tell you. It is because they have no substance to their arguments. They want you to go off of your feelings and not your intellect. You see, an intelligent individual will not go off of feelings. They will, however, go off of intellect. All the time. Intellect, intellect, intellect. Because intellect is good. But you see, the Democrats don't want you going off of intellect. They want you scared, emotional, easily manipulatable. Because that's what happens when you go off of emotions. You become easily manipulatable. So they don't want you thinking logically, critically. They want you to just react to everything. React, react, react. So that you're in a constant state of reaction instead of critically thinking. Now, my advice to them and to anybody is to, first of all, do your research so that when you get into a debate or you get into speaking with someone on a topic, you can know what the fuck you're talking about. Otherwise, it's better to just be quiet. There's an old saying. It's better to keep your mouth shut and have people think that you are a fool rather than to open your mouth and prove to everyone that you are a fool. It's simple. At least in my book, it's simple. Don't talk about shit you don't know about. That's what I do all my research. That's why anybody with a functioning brain who's not letting it be overrun by emotions does their research. This is why black people are leaving the Democrat Party by droves. This is why people are moving out of California by droves. This is why people are leaving New York State by droves. And trust me, if I had the ability right now, I'd be out of New York State.
Fuck yeah, I would too.
So, everywhere that has been having a Democrat mayor, governor for generations is taxed beyond anything that you could think of. And welcoming invaders, which that's what I call the illegals. They are invading our country. And this administration is actively encouraging them to invade our country. Because think about it. What's coming across the border? They want you to focus that it's families. No. 99.8% of the people who come across our borders are not families. They are military-aged men. Coming from Mexico, coming from the Middle East, coming from China, coming from Haiti. Why do you think all that is? It is deliberately designed so that they can take this country over again. However, they haven't thought this through. And the reason I say they haven't thought it through is simple. If they think patriotic, God-fearing Americans are going to sit back and allow their country to be taken over by a bunch of illegals, man, they got no fucking clue. Illegals can't even buy fucking guns in our country. Not legally, anyway. And patriots, well, we got over 99% of the guns. What the fuck do you think's going to happen? And I tell you right now, I don't need a gun. I do not need a gun. I'll open a vein. I'll hit you with an arrow. You know, homemade explosive sort. I mean, you don't need a gun. Now, I prefer to try to do things through the diplomatic, legal channels. But the Democrats are pushing everybody. And they're pushing hard. So that they can declare martial law and bypass this election cycle. So that they can keep their person in power. And I know from talking with a lot of motherfuckers, we're getting tired of it. It's getting about that time where we just say, fuck you, and do what we do best. I pray to God that I don't have to do what I know how to do best. Because I love my country. I love my fellow Americans, even the ones I don't know yet. I love them because they're Americans. And I damn sure don't want a civil war. But when you keep a group of people in a constant state of reaction instead of thinking, the inevitable result is a civil war. When you demonize people to the point that you can make them seem less human, that is when a civil war happens. Case in point, look at what the fucking Nazis did to the Jews. They demonized, they dehumanized, and then they killed. Look at what Stalin did, look at what Lenin did, look at what fucking Castro did. Look at what fucking not Xi Jinping, but Mao did. Look at what fucking the fucking president of North Korea did. These are all fucking points that you can look at and prove what I'm saying. Now, please, use your mind. It's the one thing that no matter how many laws the Democrats pass, they can never take from you is your mind. It's your greatest weapon. Use it. And keep our freedoms before you become so complicit that we lose our freedoms. Reagan said, freedom is one generation away from being lost. And he was right. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.